Maybe you woke up today without a clear picture of what the day will hold. Nothing urgent pulling at you yet. Nothing obviously wrong. And still, something inside you doesn't feel settled. You got out of bed, started moving through your morning, but your heart feels slightly ahead of you, already wondering, already bracing. Not for one specific thing, just for something. You're not overwhelmed. You're not panicking. You're not falling apart. But you're also not fully at peace. There's a quiet sense of uncertainty in you. A feeling of being suspended between what yesterday was and what today might become. You don't know what conversations are waiting for you. You don't know what news might arrive. You don't know what moments will ask more from you than you expected. Nothing bad has happened yet, but nothing feels completely secure either. So you move through the morning carrying questions you can't quite name. Trying to stay present, while part of you is already reaching forward, trying to prepare for the unknown. If that's how this day has begun for you, if you feel that subtle unease, that quiet not knowing, then pause here for a moment. If that's where you are this morning, you're not alone. If you're feeling this way today, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It does not mean your faith is weak. It does not mean you're failing spiritually. It simply means you're human. Not knowing what today will bring is not a sign that you don't trust God. It's a sign that you're living in a world where many things are uncertain, and your heart is responding honestly to that reality. You might look around and think, other people seem fine. Why does this feel heavy for me? But what people see on the outside is not the full story. They don't see the questions you're carrying quietly. They don't see the responsibilities waiting for you once the day truly begins. They don't see the thoughts that return the moment everything goes quiet. God sees all of that. God sees how much you've been carrying, not just physically, but emotionally. The decisions you've been holding, the things you're responsible for, the outcomes you can't control, but still worry about. Feeling unsure about today does not mean you lack faith. It means you care. It means you're aware. It means your heart is trying to navigate things that haven't fully unfolded yet. Feeling tired does not mean you're weak. It often means you've been strong for a long time without much rest. Feeling tense does not mean you're spiritually failing. It often means you've been holding things together quietly, without making noise about it. There are worries you haven't said out loud, concerns you haven't fully named, thoughts that don't even have clear words yet, but they still take up space in you. And God is not disappointed in you for feeling this way. He is not distant because you don't have everything figured out. He is not waiting for you to calm down before he draws near. You don't need to explain yourself to him. You don't need to justify your emotions. You don't need to pretend that everything feels fine when it doesn't. This moment right here, in your uncertainty, is not a place of failure. It's a place of honesty. And this is exactly where God's word meets you. Jesus once spoke words that meet moments exactly like this. He said, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." And then he added something gentle and grounding. Each day has enough trouble of its own. When you hear those words slowly, they don't feel like a command. They don't sound like pressure. They sound like permission. This promise is not asking you to figure everything out. It's not telling you to ignore what matters. It's not saying that tomorrow doesn't exist. It's simply inviting you to stop carrying tomorrow too early. So much of what weighs on you right now isn't happening yet. It's conversations that haven't occurred, decisions that haven't been demanded, moments that haven't arrived. And Jesus, knowing how easily the human heart runs ahead, gently brings you back into today, back into this moment, back into the space where grace is already waiting. The Bible also says, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Not yesterday, not next week, this day. That doesn't mean today will be perfect. It means today is held by God's presence, held by His awareness, held by His care. You don't have to understand everything about today for it to be meaningful. You don't have to see the whole path for God to be walking with you on it. Another promise speaks quietly into this uncertainty. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Notice what that doesn't say. It doesn't say, understand first, then trust. It doesn't say, have clarity, then move forward. It acknowledges something honest, that there will be moments when understanding is limited, when answers are incomplete, when the picture feels unfinished. And still, trust is possible. Trust doesn't mean you feel calm about everything. It means you choose not to carry everything alone. It means you allow God to hold what you cannot yet make sense of. God is not asking you to know how today will unfold. He's not asking you to solve what hasn't happened. He's not asking you to be ready for every outcome. He's simply inviting you to stay close, to take one step, to receive grace for this day. Because grace is always given in daily portions, not in advance for every future moment, but enough for now, enough for today.